say a word, then you can put the question.
Chair, I want to raise on Standing Order number 91, where a member shall be responsible for the accuracy of any facts which the member alleges to be true and may be required to substantiate any such facts instantly. Honorable Chair, the leader of minority has said that they are voting no to these particular proposals. They are helping Kenyans. It is important, Deputy Minority Leader, the Honorable Robert Mbui. In that case, therefore, Honorable Speaker, that statement is the opposite. Because, Honorable Speaker, by them voting no for this particular clause, it would mean a big problem for those people who file returns, Honorable Speaker. So it is very important that the leader of minority the deputy leader of minority does not misinform this House just to speak to the gallery.
Thank you so much.
It is important that he withdraws that particular statement so that Kenyans can know the import of them voting no to this particular process.
Thank you.
So that they're not there saying how they're being helpful and they're doing the opposite.
The Honorable Wandeto, 30 seconds. Go ahead. 30 seconds, then we'll put the question, please.
I'm waiting. Thank you, Speaker. It is important what the majority leader has said, that this is indeed a bill of the executive, which sadly the Honorable Kimani Kuria signed. I don't know whether he read it before he signed. And now we are here, Mr. Speaker, to rubber stamp the work of the executive. So after they realize the heat from the public...
Order, Honorable Wandeto. Order. Members, I'm very patient with every member. But when you get the mic, don't raise issues that create heat, mostly because they are not legal, they are not factual. There's no reason for that. So that we proceed. Order. On this particular matter, members know this, that there's no minister who is in this House. So all bills come to this House will come in the names of chairpersons or reason committees. You don't need to talk about it. It's not... All members, I now put the question that clause 18 be amended as proposed by the Chairperson of the Finance Committee. Will have another opinion say aye? Aye. Will have another opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Members, I put the question therefore that clause 18 as amended be part of the bill. Will have another opinion say aye? Aye. Will have another opinion say nay? Thank you. The ayes have it.
Clause 19.
Members, I propose the question that clause 19 be part of the bill. Chairperson.
19. Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 19 be amended as per the order paper. Honorable Chair, this amendment is seeking to improve compliance and tax administration efficiency by simplifying filing of returns, where we are saying that individual taxpayers will file within 4 months, after 4 months, Honorable Speaker, within 4 months, Honorable Speaker, and for corporates within 6 months, Honorable Speaker. This is going to reduce the rush that we see at the end of the year by allowing by allowing 2 different days for filing of returns for individuals and for corporates. And Honorable Speaker, now that the Honorable Wandeto did mention me, I would like to inform the Honorable Wandeto, and I'm hoping that in the next Parliament you'll be able to come as a committee chairperson. Committee chairpersons carry bills from the executive as per the law. The same way the leader of majority party, being the leader of government business in the House, carries all the other bills from the executive. So it's important to clarify that, and I'm hoping that if God gives you a chance to come as a second term, you will understand that, Honorable Speaker.
No,
you don't just say things for the sake of saying.
I think he knows. He just changed sides. I now put the question that clause 19. Order. Clause 19, he will say something after I've proposed the question, please. I propose the question that clause 19 be amended as proposed by the Chairperson of the Finance Committee. The Honorable Janet.
Chair, I want to support this amendment. Chair, we have been telling Kenyans that this finance bill is making tax administration easier, simpler, efficient, predictable. Chair, this amendment is giving individual tax returnees, the people who are doing returns, 4 months, and corporate 6 months. Without any rush, you take your time, you compute your taxes, and do it within 4 months as an individual, and 6 months. This should be told Kenyans that National Treasury is making their life easier and simpler, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. The Honorable Chepkonga.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Thank you for recognizing me for being here. That this part of the House
is part of Parliament. It's part of the House. Go ahead.
Part of the House. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. There are some people here who think that they are in Turkana, but this is part of the House. Mr. Speaker, I rise to support this bill. Number one, this will make it very easy.
What did you say, the Honorable Chepkonga? Did you say something about Turkana?
No. There's a song which says Turkana is also Kenya, and that's what they have been singing around here. Mr. Speaker, I rise to support this bill. And Mr. Speaker, I want to say something which is important. You know, as a lawyer, and I want to speak to this question, because it appears that there's some confusion here, which is intentional. Mr. Speaker, when Honorable Wandeto says that this House cannot, or the chairs cannot sign the bills that come into this House to be introduced from the executive, he is completely unaware that we passed a new constitution in 2010 that made this country a presidential system. It is no longer a Commonwealth system. It is no longer a common law system. So the executive cannot sign anything to introduce anything to this House.
Thank you. Members, I now put the question that clause 19 be amended as proposed by the chair of Finance Committee. Will have another opinion say aye? Will have another opinion say nay? Ayes have it, and now put the question that clause 19 as amended be part of the bill. Will have another opinion say aye? Will have another opinion say nay? Ayes have it. The Honorable Kaluma.
Honorable Speaker, would it be confirmed if Honorable Mbui and Honorable Gachagua have allowed speaker in their chest? Because there are only two people, but when they speak, it is like 100 people on this side.
Nah, given. The Honorable Gachagua.
I'm not to blame for inability for Honorable Kaluma to speak as we do. First. Two, Honorable Kaluma should know that I don't want him to ever mention my name in his life. And that has to go on record. Yeah.
There is nothing out of order at all, so we'll proceed.
Clause 20.
The honourable members, I propose a question that clause 20 be part of the bill, and because there's no amendment, I put the question that clause 20 be part of the bill. Will have another opinion say aye? Will have another opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 21.
Members, I propose that clause 21 be part of the bill. Mover.
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that clause 21 be amended as per the order paper. Honorable Chair, this is where we are providing incentives for investments in excess of 10 billion shillings that is going to manufacture of LPG gas, Honorable Speaker. This is again one of the measures we're trying to reduce the cost of living, reduce the cost of fuel. We've seen what fuel, for example, has happened, and that has even led to increase in cost of electricity. And by providing this incentive, Honorable Chair, then you'll be allowing huge investments in production of LPG gas, and that hopefully, Honorable Speaker, will also lead to reduction in the price of LPG gas for our homes, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Members, I propose the question that clause 21 be amended as proposed by the Chair of Finance Committee. I put the question, therefore, that clause 21 be amended as proposed by the Chairman of Finance Committee. Will another opinion say aye? Aye. Will as those opinions say nay? The ayes have it. Members, I now put the question that clause 21 as amended be part of the bill. Will as another opinion say aye? Aye. Will as those opinions say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 22.
Members, I propose the question that clause 22 part of the bill. Clause 22, the amendments were dropped. I therefore put the question that clause 22 part of the bill. Will ask another opinion say aye? Aye. Will those opinions say nay? Ayes have it.
Clause 23.
Members, I propose the question that clause 23 be part of the bill. The proposed amendment by the chair, by the honourable member are dropped, so we have amendments by the chairman of the committee. Oh, sorry, they'll fall if the chairman is carried. So sorry about that. I hope that covers your point of order. Go ahead.
Clause 23.
Yes, clause 23.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 23 be amended as per the order paper. This amendment is seeking to clarify the capital gains exemptions, Honorable Chairperson. Yeah, you need a further explanation. So if you check Honorable Chair, clause 23, it was proposing that paragraph 2 of the 8th schedule of income tax is amended by inserting the following new subparagraph: gains derived from the alienation of shares by a non-resident person, where the shares derive their value from Kenya or the alienation results in a change in the group ownership of a company resident in Kenya and ownership of title in or interest in property located in Kenya. Honorable Chair, this particular provision is seeking to tax, Honorable Speaker, when international companies repatriate the dividends that they make from this particular country, Honorable Speaker, and when they change the ownership of shares. So, Honorable Speaker, what we've been seeing is multinationals, they come, they register here as shareholders, as Kenyan shareholders, and then their purpose is not to have Kenyan shareholders, is to return back, Honorable Chairperson, to their home country. So, we're saying if we repatriate those shares back to a country outside Kenya, then you'd be subject, Honorable Speaker, to income tax. To income tax.
This has happened before, and I think it's a good amendment. We propose the question that clause 23 be amended as proposed by the Chair of Finance Committee. I put the question that clause 23 be amended as proposed by the Chair of Finance Committee. Will husband of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will those opinion say nay? Ayes have it. And now put the question that clause 23 as amended be part of the bill. Will husband of that opinion say aye? Aye. The other opinion say nay? Nay. Ayes have it.
Clause 24.
I propose the question. The Honorable. The Honorable order. The Honorable Mwenje, I'll allow you to order. Allow to address the House. Order. Of course, it didn't go. Allow you to address the House so that you satisfy your curiosity, so that they know what you want to do. But you know this has fallen. Go ahead.
Thank you, Chair. You know, Chair, I'd waited for this moment for quite some time. Because when the Speaker was here, it was made to look as though we don't read. We don't know what Article 114 says. But we have put in amendments, and this is one of those amendments that did not require Article 114. So I should have that right to move it at the very least. Now the reason why I can't move it now because it's already been overtaken. But the reason why I was putting this.
Honorable Majority Leader, as a point of order, just take a seat for a minute. Just take a seat. We'll come back. Don't worry.
Honorable Chair, you know the Honorable Mwenje is right, and nobody has stopped him from moving because the one that we have has been moved and adopted is an amendment by the chair. Yours would only fall if probably it has similarities with the chairs. Therefore, if there is no similarity, if it is different, you then get an opportunity to move yours and convince us. It's that simple.
Go ahead, Honorable Mwenje.
Thank you, Chair. No, thank you, Chair. The reason why, because I think the way we've done it traditionally, yes, I might be a first-timer, but usually we put all of them together, and then the chairs take precedence. Once we vote on it, the others fall. Now it's very similar. And the reason why I was bringing it up, because my proposal, which I'm hoping the chair would be listening to, I was proposing that this threshold that he has put for shares being repatriated by inserting the words that make 50% of the share capital. What you put, the way it is right now, it has no threshold. It means even 1% of shareholding, which will discourage people from investing in Kenya.
Okay.
So what I would have thought is that if we would allow and set a threshold, and you know that even under income tax, at times we get to up to 20%. What is standard within our region is 50%. That is, and even the bilateral agreements we signed with Mauritius and all these other countries. So,
honorable members, I think your point, Honorable Mwenje, is made. And yes, and I'm sorry. The reason we did what we did is that the Honorable Chairperson's amendment was deleting the whole thing. So there was nothing to amend. But for your comfort, after 6 months, you can come back with this amendment so that you carry it without the chairman interfering with your train of thought. Let's go ahead. You still want to say something on this, Honorable Chungwa? Thank you.
Clause 24.
Oh, members, I propose the question that Clause 24 be part of the bill because there's no amendment. I now put the question that Clause 24 be part of the bill. Will as another opinion say aye? Aye. Will as other opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
New clauses. New clause 22A.
Honourable members, I propose the question that the new clause 22A be part of the bill. The mover to move this for second reading.
Honourable Chair, I beg to move that new clause 22A. Honourable Chairperson, I beg to move that new clause 22A be now read a second time. Honourable Chair, this amendment is seeking to insert the following new clause immediately after clause 22. 22A, the fourth schedule to the Income Tax Act is amended by inserting the following new item, a financial institution license under the Microfinance Act. Honourable Speaker, Honourable Chair, when you check the fourth schedule of the Income Tax Act, it provides for institutions where once you take, say, for example, a mortgage, Honourable Speaker, you get a mortgage relief. But however, this has been, this exemption is usually given to commercial banks, but microfinance institutions were missing from this list. So therefore, by inserting Microfinance Act as a financial institution recognized under fourth schedule, that improves the treatment they get to be the same as other financial institutions.
Thank you so much. Can I propose the question first? I propose the question, members, that the new clause 22A be announced a second time. The Honourable Ruto, then the Honourable Majority Leader.
Thank you, Chair. Even as we look at this particular proposal of including the microfinance, there is also a need to evaluate mortgage provided by organized schemes like Parliamentary Service Commission, where they provide mortgage to members here or to staff. While they are repaying interest, it is not captured as part of the benefit as it is treated in the public sector or in the banking sector. So something, again, that we need to look at it. Thank you.
Thank you. Majority Leader.
Chair, first I support this amendment. It's a very important amendment, and I want to agree with CPA Ruto, because even for members of parliament, your mortgage scheme is not necessarily from a bank. It is an organized scheme, and therefore you ought to benefit. And I know in this amendment there was a proposal to extend the same reliefs to staff of the Central Bank of Kenya. But following a meeting we had with the chair and the KRA and the National Treasury yesterday and the day before, we will be bringing back that proposal so that it incorporates even schemes like that of the Parliamentary Service Commission, the Judicial Service Commission, and other Kenyans who have schemes that are outside of the financial institutions. But, Honourable Speaker, again, the Honourable Junet told us that part of what the National Treasury did in this year's finance bill is to extend certain benefits to ordinary Kenyans. This amendment is extending mortgage relief benefits to ordinary Kenyans. Therefore, by voting for this, yes, you are extending mortgage relief to Kenyans who pay taxes, then they get a relief from their mortgage. So even as you vote no, be aware that your no vote, you are saying don't extend that relief to ordinary Kenyans. And therefore, vote yes.
No one has voted no yet, so don't worry. The Honorable Wandeto. No, this is second reading, so I'll allow at least 2 more members to say something. This is on second reading.
You know, Mr. Speaker, the majority leader is trying to, I guess, incite us against Kenyans on this live broadcast. But I would like to inform him that the reason we are rejecting, actually we want to reject this finance bill in totality. Clause by clause, it should be withdrawn, none should go through, and that's why we are going to be voting no for every clause. Because, like I said before, it's a bad bill, they published it, when they realize the heat, now they are busy cleaning it up, and Kenyans can see the attempt to clean up. We should reject in total. We don't need to raise this, extra money through these punitive taxes that are being proposed.
Thank you, the Honorable Oundo. The Honorable
Chair.
The Honorable Youth Leader, what is out of order? Let's listen to the Honorable Oundo, hold your horses. Let's listen to the word of order first. The word of order from the
Chair, as much as it's not Oundo, it's Honorable Wandeto is saying I'm trying to incite Kenyans. You know, I would never want to incite Kenyans at all for whatever reason. But I like to inform Kenyans so that even as we make decisions, because we are making decisions that are in the best interest of Kenyans. And you vote. Honorable Speaker, if you can protect me from this kind of immaturity from the member for
we will listen to the Honorable Youth Leader in silence. Then you will have your chance.
The Honorable Wandeto, who is a very well-schooled person, said that I'm inciting Kenyans. Whereas all I was seeking to do is to inform Kenyans that it is okay, by the way, to reject this finance bill in its totality. But in the totality of that rejection, it is also important for us to inform Kenyans that there are certain tax reliefs that we are giving to them. Therefore, Honorable Wandeto, I have no business inciting you or inciting Kenyans against you. I want you to tell the people of Mukurweini, of Tetu, where the ones you represent, those who are tea farmers and coffee farmers, who have no privilege like myself and yourself to be able to access mortgages from big commercial banks like we do. They walk to their microfinance institution in Tetu or in Nyeri town, they access a mortgage facility there. I get a relief on my mortgage, you get a relief. You do not want the villager in your village to get a relief. Why would you be that unfair to your people? Why?
Thank you.
Why would you be that unfair?
Thank you.
Why?
Thank you.
Why, Wandeto?
That's okay. I think order. I think all of us are entitled to our views, and there's nothing to be ashamed of our views. Honorable Oundo, go ahead.
Chair, as much as this amendment is laudable, I need to ask the chair to expand it beyond what we have been provided here, probably in due time, to include circles and any other schemes that can be registered. But, Honorable Speaker, this element of tokenism, and then you say you are doing a favors to Kenyans, this is undermining the intelligence of people of Kenya. This tokenism, if we had not taxed them so highly, housing, they would not even be bothered by this tokenism that we are providing here.
Honorable Kagushia.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. You know, Honorable Speaker, what I realize is that...
Honorable members, I'm allowing this debate, not point of orders, but this debate because we are on second reading. So I would like to hear a debate, no point of orders anymore. Go ahead, Honorable Kagushia.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. What I have noticed and is what we have realized, there is a bit of lies and misleading information from this House, is that from the budget that we passed a budget where we are going to collect 3.6 trillion Kenya shillings this coming year. And the much we have collected this year is about 2.6 trillion. Honorable Speaker, we are projecting to collect a revenue of an extra 1 trillion Kenya shillings, but Majority Leader is here convincing Kenyans that we are not raising any funds through this finance bill. Honorable Speaker, that is misleading, and Kenyans need to know.
Order. Honorable Kagushia, we are talking about the new clause 22A. I would like to listen to you on that clause, please. It's called relevance.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is that the assertion that this finance bill, including the clause in question, is relieving Kenyans from taxes is untrue. Kenyans are going to be subjected to a tax to raise revenue up to 1 trillion Kenya shillings in the coming one.
Thank you. The Honorable Minority Leader.
Chair, the problem we are having here is that there is a mentality and belief that the finance bill is supposed to raise taxes only. Taxes only. It can also reduce. Chair, facts are facts, and facts are stubborn. Majority of our people in this country bank with microfinancing. And if they are given mortgage reliefs for those who are borrowing from microfinances, and you are here opposing it, with the mentality that a finance bill should only raise taxes, it should not reduce, then you're in the wrong place.
Thank you.
You're in the wrong place.
Thank you. The Honorable Musyoka. The Honorable Musyoka. I've given you the mic, so just be patient, you're going to get it. Use the one behind you.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Chair. Chair, I am a member of Gatondo CBO, a small CBO that is made up of many traders in Gatondo. I joined them when I was the women rep for Kiambu. Chair, the last AGM we did, we wanted to make sure that every member who is a normal trader in Gatondo, in the market, Gatondo Modern Market, affords a house in Mwihoko, in Juja, through our own small scheme. So I'm so excited, Mr. Speaker, that this amendment is going to give relief to those women, the traders in the market. It is absurd that somebody who is elected by members, like Honorable Adeto, can actually stand in the House and say that such women should not be given such a relief.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker.
All members, we must decide this either way. Therefore, put the question that order. This will be decided either way. I now put the question that the new clause 22A be read a second time. Will another opinion say aye? Aye. Will another opinion say nay? Ayes have it. All members, I propose the question that the new clause 22A be part of the bill. I now put the question that the new clause 22A be part of the bill. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many of that opinion say nay? Nay. Ayes have it. The honorable member from Kisii. I'm not able to get the name. The honorable Mayaka. What is out of order?
Chair, you know, we are not. Our voices are not as loud as our male colleagues.
You got the mic now, so go ahead with your point.
So, Chair, I just wanted to add my voice to this particular clause because it's very important. One of the microfinance institutions that is actually licensed under this is the Kenya Women Finance Trust. And for me, this is a win for the very many million women Kenyans who are members of the Kenya Women Finance Microfinance Institution because they're beneficiaries of this.
Thank you. So, members, I now put the question again that the new clause 22A be part of the bill. Will another opinion say aye? Aye. Will those other opinion say nay? Nay. The ayes have it.
Provisions relating to the Value Added Tax Act, Cap 476, Clause 25.
Members, I propose the question that Clause 25 be part of the bill. Because there are no amendments, I put the question that Clause 25 be part of the bill. As one of that opinion say aye. Aye. As one of that opinion say nay. Nay. Ayes have it.
Clause 26.
I propose the question that Clause 26 be part of the bill. Chairperson, Clause 26.
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that Clause 26 be amended as per the order paper. Honorable Chair, there has been a big shift in how businesses are employing employees. So what you find is that most establishments would outsource the service of the staffing of their staff, Honorable Chair. And so what that meant is if I have a business that I employ 1,000 people that work at QuickMart, so I will pay I will pay my staff their salaries, and then quick mat will reimburse me, will pay me. So what KRA did was go to those particular businesses and say, because you have received this, then you should charge VAT. And Honorable Speaker, Honorable Chair, from public participation, we realize that that is a mistake because there is no value being added. It is just reimbursement for their service. And therefore, we are recommending that we expressly provide it for the law, where these establishments provide for that outsourcing of labor, Honorable Speaker, they will not be subjected to VAT when they are reimbursed by those establishments.
Thank you. Thank you. Members, I propose a question that clause 26 be amended as proposed by the chairperson. I put a question that clause 26 be amended as proposed by the chairperson of the Finance Committee. As many other opinions say aye. As many other opinions say nay. The ayes have it. And now put the question that clause 26 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many other opinions say aye? Will have those opinions say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 27.
Members, I propose the question that clause 27 be part of the bill. Chair. Clause 27.
You know, Honorable Chair, it's the leader of majority who is consulting on a particular matter. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that clause 27 be amended as per the order paper. This Honorable Chair is correcting a cross-referencing error where subsection 2 has been referred as subsection 1.
So it's a correction, just cleaning up. So I propose the question that clause 27 be amended as proposed by the chair. I put the question that clause 27 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many other opinions say aye? Will as many other opinions say nay? The ayes have it. I put the question, members, that clause 27 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many of that opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 28.
Members, I propose the question that clause 28 be part of the bill. There will be no amendment. I put the question that clause 28 be part of the bill. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will other opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 29.
Members, I propose the question that clause 29 be part of the bill. Chairman.
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that clause 29 be amended as per the order paper. Again, Honorable Chairperson, these are some of the matters that were raised by the members of the public. Because what this clause was doing, by changing the definition of the word person under the VAT Act, it would have created unnecessary responsibility and obligation for even small traders to be required to account for VAT. And therefore, this is some of the issues that we agreed with the members of the public. We disagreed with National Treasury, and therefore we propose its deletion.
Members, I propose the question, not put the question. I propose the question that clause 29 be amended as proposed by the finance chairperson. The Honorable Kingola.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As much as I agree with the Chairman Finance, when I looked at clause 29, Mr. Speaker, I wonder why each committee have to introduce such draconian measures to common mwananchi. If you look at that clause, it was proposing that every person who does any business should provide an invoice. And I was wondering, at what point will Mama Mboga, Boda Bodas, and those small-scale entrepreneurs do that? So, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chairman, we should not be doing such things just to make Kenyans look like the government is minding them. Yet, it is something which is being brought here to incite or, in fact, look like they are bribing Kenyans.
Okay, the Honorable Majority, what is out of order?
You know, Honorable Speaker, it is important that we be honest with Kenyans and be very sincere in our engagements. Because the bill I am holding here, and I actually want to challenge, and I will volunteer my copy of the bill to Honorable Macau. Show us where in this bill the things you are alleging are about invoices are. It is okay to say things in Mavoko, but not here, honestly. You can't allege things that are not in the bill that are there. And if anything, the chair has also clarified that even what was provided for in the bill in terms of a registered person, the definition of a registered person, he has simplified it and corrected it.
No,
don't use this floor to try and score cheap points.
The Honorable Kingola, where are the invoices in the bill?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I have the bill.
Read here.
Clause 29.2, this clause proposes to require the issuance of an invoice by every person who supplies goods. And of course, I was trying to say this will be very difficult for all small suppliers such as Mamamboga, motorbike drivers. That's what it is. It is not.
No.
It's in the bill. It is in the bill.
Honorable Undo, sit down. Honorable Undo, take your seat. Honorable Mukuni, take your seat. Honorable Kingola, read for me in clause 29 where the invoice of supply are. That's what I asked you to do. Honorable, give it. Order.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chairman, look at clause 29.2. You can read, Mr. Chairman.
Read. Order. I asked Honorable Kingola to read. Let Honorable Kingola read that bill. Order. Honorable Zambia, order. Honorable Mukunyi, take your seat. Order. You can take my specs. Honorable Kingola, you shall read that bill. Order, members, order. Honorable Kingola, go and sit and read. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm going to read it. Clause 29, number 2, an invoice showing an amount of that purports to be tax shall only be issued in respect of a taxable supply.
Thank you. Now make your point.
Thank you. Then, that is why I said, Mr. Chairman, I have a lot of respect.
No. You'll come back to this.
Thank you. Give him.
Order, members.
Yeah.
Order.
Mr. Chairman, I have
because order, members.
Mr. Chairman, I have the floor.
Order, members. If we go back to what you had said earlier, you will find that, so go ahead and finish your point.
So, thank you, Mr. Chairman. The reason why I said this, Mr. Chairman, this government has developed a trend of bringing laws.
No, that now is conjecture.
Okay. Mr. Chairman, it is.
You shall sit down.
Because you cannot bring a proposal
to
doing Kenya.
Go ahead. Honorable members, it's not good to do conjecture. It's good to be factual. Honorable Junet, go ahead. Honorable Junet, move to this seat. Move. Just use this one.
Chair, it is true that 29.2 says an invoice showing an amount that purports to be taxed shall only be issued in respect of taxable supply. But, Mr. Chair, I want to tell Honorable Macau, my commissioner, that if he had listened to the committee chair earlier,
yes.
The amendments that the committee chair has moved by deleting registered persons, that registered person is talking about is the same people he's talking about. Mamamboga, he's talking about Mutumba. Yes, that is the truth. This is what the bill is saying. That is, if you listen to the amendment, of the chair, and I want to congratulate the chair by taking care of Mamamboga, Mutumba, and all small traders. Chair, congratulations, because when you delete registered persons, you are taking care of that category of business people. But the corporate people will pay their taxes.
Thank you, members. I now put the question. All members, that clause 31.29 be amended as proposed by the chairperson of the Finance Committee. Will as another opinion say aye? Will as another opinion say nay? Ayes have it. I now put the question, members, that clause 29 as amended be part of the bill. Will as another opinion say aye? Will as another opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 30.
Members, I propose a question that clause 30 be part of the bill. There being no amendment, I put the question that clause 30 be part of the bill. Will as another opinion say aye? Will the Constitution say nay? Ayes have it.
Clause 31.
All members, I propose the question that clause 31 be part of the bill. Honorable Chair.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause that one be amended. And Honorable Chair, I beg for members for patience because this is quite a very controversial amendment. I beg to move that clause 31 is amended by first inserting such capital goods, the exemption of which the capital secretary may determine to promote investment in the manufacturing sector, provided that the value of such investment is not less than 5 billion shillings, Honorable Speaker. So this particular provision on clause 31 is providing, Honorable Chairperson, for exemptions for manufacturers that come to invest more than 5 billion shillings. This is meant to make sure that Kenya becomes a manufacturing hub. 5 billion shillings, not less than 5 billion shillings. So that means that anybody that that comes and makes such a huge investment here, and honorable leader of minority is telling me we make it true. Then that comes and makes the investment here, then Kenya will certainly become a manufacturing hub, Honorable Speaker, across the region. Second, Honorable Speaker, we are proposing to delete several of these paragraphs, Honorable Speaker, and this is where we are speaking to the change in the first and the second schedule, where some of the proposals that were being proposed to move from zero rate to exempt were being proposed in this paragraph 31. So what, Honorable Speaker, after extensive public participation, this committee has made a decision to retain the following items under zero rate. Honorable Speaker, one of them is input of raw materials for, one of them is transportation of sugarcane from farms to milling factory, Honorable Speaker. And this I know is a huge deal for the people of Western Kenya, for the farmers of the sugar sector, Honorable Speaker, and therefore it is important that transformation of sugarcane from farms to milling factories continue to be zero rated, Honorable Speaker, so that we make it easy to have manufacturing, Honorable Speaker, and grow our sugar sector, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you.
It is also important to note that we have also retained, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Speaker, the supply of raw materials for feeds, Honorable Speaker. Animal feeds are going to continue to be under zero, Honorable Speaker, and this is to continue making sure that feeds, Honorable Speaker, that animal feeds continue to be affordable, Honorable Speaker, and continue to retain in zero rate, Honorable Speaker. It is also important that we also mention that manufacturing of phones, of locally assembled phone manufacturing of phones, we still want to make that to be zero rate, Honorable Speaker. This is going to continue making it easy for our own locally manufactured smartphones and other phones to be very competitive in the market, Honorable Speaker. It's important to note when His Excellency the President said that Kenya is manufacturing phones and laptops, some people said that was a lie. It is important to tell Kenyans that we have companies in this country that produce more than 1 million smartphones per year, including, not limited to, M-Copper, including Sangbird, including Jomo Kenyatta University of Science and Technology. So we have Dedan Kimathi University. We have grown as a country that now we are exporting smartphones, we are exporting laptops, we are exporting computers, Honorable Speaker, and this particular zero rating of this particular product continues to ensure that we have good employment for young people and we are competitive, Honorable Speaker, in that sector.
Thank you, Honorable Members. Order. I have not even proposed the question. Can I propose it first? I propose the question, members, that clause 31 be amended as proposed by the Chairperson of Finance Committee. And before you do that, before I give it to the Honorable, I want to give it first to Honorable Mbui, but before I do that, please welcome children from the Kirima Comprehensive School or General Constituency in Nyandarua County. The Honorable Mbui.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I had an amendment on that in that clause, which I dropped because I believe that I'm convinced to reject the whole bill. But Chair, on the matter that the Chair has raised, the change in 146. Now, I see this offending the Statutory Instruments Act because you cannot give the CS authority to exempt, and there is no reference to Parliament thereafter. because he's just saying that such capital goods that the exemption of which the cabinet secretary may determine. Now, ideally, there has to be some fallback so that even as he makes that decision, he can also come back to the people's representatives for acceptance. So I think I would have wanted this to have gone through, but I wish he would have amended it in a way that we also hold sway over the executive on that matter. Thank you, Chair.
All members, on this, I will give a couple of members to say something. So I want you to be patient, but when I give you a chance, please stick to the topic of discussion and spend 1 minute to make your point. The Honorable Wangwe. I'll give this side, then I'll come back this side. Give him the next. Give him any. The Honorable Wangwe, you could use this one.
Sorry. Thank you, Chair. Chair, allow me to really appreciate the committee for making it possible that we retain the zero rating of transportation of Ken, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, by applying exemption, it was definitely going to distract what the government has structured now in terms of supply of Ken. The industry has stabilized, Honorable Chair, and distorting it by making it exempt was definitely going to distract everything. Therefore, I want to support the amendment and retain that the committee amendment stands. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Members, you know the Honorable Wangwe had moved successfully the sugar bill, and is now an act of parliament. That's why this is very important to him. I'll give it, the Honorable Junet. There's a young man I want to give a chance before you. He's called Honorable Mukunji. Go ahead.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And when I was reading this bill, Honorable Speaker, I was wondering, what is it that this country wants to achieve by moving from zero-rated to exemption of important things such as manufacturing of things in this country. Honorable Speaker, this House in 2024 was invaded because of some proposals that were felt to be so draconian in this country, Honorable Speaker, and out of the executive proposals, we found ourselves under siege, and many members had to run away in very weird places, including ambulances, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I am one of the people who spoke closely to these manufacturers. And because of that proposal alone, funds would have gone to more than 40% increase in their prices, and they could not compete with even what is, Honorable Speaker, they are getting from outside. But, Honorable Speaker, I ask myself, why is it that somebody can sit down and make a proposal so bad that it gets to this House and this House gets a bad name out of it? That's why, Honorable Speaker, as we say, and I know we are going to actually continue having this fight between zero ration and exemption. It is important, Honorable Speaker, to realize that many of these proposals have a ripple effect, whereby some of these proposals will have jobs being lost. Honorable Speaker.
Order. The Honorable Mukunji. Now, be specific on 31, please.
Yes, I am there, Honorable Speaker.
Please.
Honorable Speaker, the phone manufacturers, as a matter of fact, they should be given some tax rebate, including the railway tax and other taxes that involve local manufacturers.
Thank you. Honorable Ngogoyo, I gave you a minute. You've taken 3.
Thank you.
Actually gave you 1 and allowed you 3. I said 1 and I gave you 3. Honorable Ngogoyo, go ahead.
Thank you, Chair. And I want to say that on this particular clause, the committee has taken into consideration what we raised on the second reading. But let me say, if you want to build a country, this is how you build a country by zero rating. The executive had proposed totally different, and most importantly, you want to bring in other clauses the issue of excise duty, and you don't want funds to come from outside the country. Grow your economy so that some of those things you are able to facilitate people who are in this industry, so that ultimately the issue of even excise duty, which we will be rejecting, will not be there, because once we grow this industry, it will be easy for us. Lastly, allow me to say, the chair, you have considered what you say. That is now what should be happening, not what you do in other incidences.
Thank you. The Honorable Wandeto.
Speaker, I also want to thank the Committee of Finance for at least listening to Kenyans on this one. And that's why I was challenging my good friend, Honorable Kimani Kuria, that such proposals should not have even been published in the first place. We should not be going through this cleansing ceremony and wasting time. But, Mr. Speaker, my contribution is, and I would like the Honorable Kimani Kuria to listen to this, about manufacturing and the exemptions that are being proposed here, that the Cabinet Secretary can deal with exemptions up to 500 million shillings. I think you have amended it to 5 billion. Mr. Speaker, we are trying to encourage cottage industries. And we seem to be running an economy that we are purposing for foreign investors. Let us also purpose our economy to encourage local investors. We have many people going to China to get machines of 2 million, 3 million, to do juice extraction, packaging this and that. It is important that at least they also get this sort of capital investment exemption.
Honorable Jeanette.
Chair, I want to point out that members don't understand the powers they have. It is the same reason why, we are looking at this bill is because we are the ones who have the powers to amend it. National Treasury can propose anything they want under the sun. Now, you don't need to say, why is National Treasury proposing? It is you as the representative of the people who should make a decision. And that's why we're here today. That's what we are doing. Honorable Wandeto must know he has been sent here by Tetu people so they can protect their interests in accordance with the law, and that is what we are doing to do. So, Mr. Speaker, first I want to support this amendment. I want to say, Mr. Chair, that this amendment is going to make Kenya an industrialized country. Chair, you know, when you attract investment more than 2 billion shillings to your country and giving them reliefs is when you will get serious investors. That is when you will attract international investors. That is when you will attract foreign direct investment to your country, Mr. Speaker. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, I represent sugar growing area. By zero rating transportation of sugarcane, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chair, is going to make my people's life better. Chair, as you are aware, this government of the broad-based has revived the sugar industry like no other government. All the sugar factories in our area are now working. In my own county, sugarcane farmers have been paid 1 billion shillings for the last 1 month, for the last 1 year, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, let us accept when the government is doing a good job. Let us own it, Mr. Speaker. Let us not just oppose for the sake of opposing, like what I'm seeing from this village of Amunyo.
The Honorable Muchomba. 1 minute, please. Let it be a minute so that we clear this. The Honorable Muchomba.
Chair, thank you very much. I happen to be a member of Finance Committee. And we went to various counties in this country listening to Kenyans, submitting on their views of the proposed executive finance bill proposal. One of the biggest proposals we received, especially in my county, Kiambu, they came and told us they don't understand the issues of exempt. All they care is whether the animal feeds are going to be cheap at the point of purchase. So, Honorable Chair, it is important for every member of this parliament, before we come to such strategic discussions like today, everybody should seek to read reports of committees before you come to debate in this house, so that you know what members of your county proposed and what is being done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, I gave out the 5 on this side. Allow me to also give this side. The Honorable Owundo. Yeah. It's only fair. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I want to support the amendments brought by the Chair of the Committee on Clause 31, particularly to make manufacturing in this country more competitive. But more importantly, Mr. Chair, zero rating transportation of cane is a very, very critical move at this point in time when cost of production is a major issue in this country. The cost of production, 30%
goes to transportation of cane. So if we zero rate, Mr. Chair, we will be reducing the cost of production in this country.
Thank you so much. The Vice Chair of Finance Committee.
Thank you, Chair. I think I need to make this clear. I am just a member of Finance. The Vice Chair is
Honorable CPA Ruto.
I am a committee member of Finance.
You've been purporting to be Vice Chair of that committee. I didn't know. Now I do. The Honorable CPA Ruto, go ahead.
Thank you. That could be good prayers. Chair, I'm just speaking from the point of view of the committee report. And can I be heard in silence, Chair? I'm just speaking from the point of view of the committee report. Yes. What members, Honorable Wandeto there is saying is that it is very good to be attentive and always collect the content of every committee report before you react. Because right now it comes out that the committee has done the right thing, what we were wailing about, what we were complaining about, and the committee, guided by Article 118 of our Constitution, they undertaken public participation and have taken into consideration the views of the members of public that are affected. And they are put in this report. The entire report carries huge stakeholder engagement and what members of public are saying.
All members, thank you.
Always listen to the report, go through the report before you argue.
Thank you. Now that you'll agree that this clause does justice to what is required. Honorable Kaluma, lastly.
Chair, I want to support this provision, but with a caution that when we zero rate goods and services, the benefit should go to the consumer. Honorable Chair, the reason as to why the government was initially proposing deletions of these zero-rated items is that no benefit is going down. Instead, the tax expenditure is going into hundreds of billions. So we are collecting money, giving to people who are not passing the benefit. So let me say that because we are not as bold as we should be today, and because the people want it so, let us zero-rate these goods, but let the factories, the owners of the goods and services, transfer the benefits to the consumers.
Thank you so much.
That is something
Thank you. Members, look at. I want to allow the Honorable, because there's a small thing we left out, and it's causing confusion. The Honorable Chairperson of Finance Committee, you got two further amendments to move before we vote on this. Please go ahead.
So, Honorable Chairperson, even before I move these two amendments, Honorable Speaker, I am happy that our honorable members from the other side of the aisle, we are now reading from the same page. That Honorable Chair, these proposals come to this House. It is our responsibility to make our decision. That's why we are elected by the people of Kenya, Honorable Speaker. As important also not to take the floor of this House to deliberately mislead, so that when you are voting no, then you are purporting that.
Thank you. Please move your amendments now.
Honorable Speaker, after further consultation, I want to move a further amendment, Honorable Speaker, that's on clause 31, that such goods with the exemption of the Cabinet Secretary may determine to promote investment in the manufacturing sector, provided that the value of such investment is not less than Kenya shillings 2 billion shillings, Honorable Speaker. The 5 billion is a bit too high, Honorable Speaker, and I think we agree that allowing investment of up to 2 billion shillings, Honorable Speaker, at least that will give an incentive to many more manufacturers. A billion, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, secondly, I would like to further move that. Where is that? Honorable Speaker, Honorable Chair, I beg to further move that clause.
It's 174, paragraph D.
That clause 174, paragraph D, be further amended to read the following. In paragraph B1, by deleting the proposed new paragraph B and substituting therefore the following new paragraph, the issue, transfer, receipt, and other dealing with money, including money transfer services and accepting over the payment counters of household bills, but does not include the rest. So we're just changing the word or to and. And the purpose of this investment, Honorable Speaker, after again very consultative public participation, the wording on this particular clause, Honorable Speaker, could have been interpreted to mean that M-Pesa services would be subjected to further tax, Honorable Speaker. So by wording it like that, Honorable Speaker, it expressly provides that no additional taxation would be allowed on such crucial services, like, for example, M-Pesa service, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, lastly, following the ruling on the T bill, Honorable Speaker, because I think it's important that I declare interest that I'm a farmer.
Okay.
And so I did a lot with animal feed. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, it's important that I go on record that I am a farmer, Honorable Speaker, on this particular
Chair, before you sit down, there's an issue that was raised by Honorable Mbui earlier on what are the benchmarks to ensure that the CS Treasury does not use this discretion badly. I think you need to make a comment on it.
Yes. So,
the decision on the 2 billion.
So, Honorable Speaker, when you were arguing this, we actually strongly felt that we needed to add another provision to subject this to the National Treasury issuing regulations, Honorable Speaker.
Okay.
But again, we thought that period between now and when the regulations will be published and passed in this House could still disadvantage those ready investors to come and invest, Honorable Speaker. But we'll be moving further in further tax amendment to provide that the National Treasury must issue regulations, Honorable Speaker, as you said, to make sure that this particular proposal is not abused, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Mbui, I hope you work with him to ensure that you bring these regulations. So, members, I now put the question that Clause 31, as amended and further amended, be further amended as proposed by the Chairperson of Finance Committee. Will as another opinion say aye? Aye. Will those opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Members, I propose the question, therefore, that Clause 31, as amended and further amended, be part of the bill. Will as another opinion say aye? Aye. Will as another opinion say nay? Ayes have it.
Clause 32.
Members, I propose the question that Clause 32 be part of the bill. Chairperson of the committee.
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that Clause 32 be amended as per the order paper by deleting the following paragraphs, Honorable Chair. Now that we have made the deletions on Clause 31, that we are moving those items from second schedule to first schedule. We now need to delete them again where they are, Honorable Speaker. So this means that now the items that we have listed as taking them back to zero rate remains under zero rate.
You are cleaning up. Thank you. Members, I propose the question that Clause 32 be amended as proposed by the Chair of the Finance Committee. Honorable Undo.
Let me also take this opportunity to thank the committee for listening to the cries and the voices of Kenyans. But of course, as we do that, we must always question the motive of the drafters of this document. They must have been sadists. They are not typical experts that we thought went there. No sane person, no sane Kenyan could have done this. Honorable Speaker, it's unbelievable. But thanks a lot for the Parliament for listening.
Thank you. Members, I now put the question that Clause 32 be amended as proposed by the Chair. Will another opinion say aye? Aye. Will another opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Members, I now put the question that Clause 32 as amended be part of the bill. Will another opinion say aye? Aye. Those opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
New Clause 26A.
Members, I propose the question that New Clause 26A be part of the bill. Mover to move it for second reading.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that New Clause 26, New Clause 26A be now read a second time, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, this relates to supplies that are made to Kenya Defence Forces, Kenya Defence Welfare Services, the National Intelligence Service, the National Police Service, and the National Intelligence Service, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, Honorable Chair, the supplies that are made to these institutions for our men and women of uniform who do very tremendous job in protecting our country, Honorable Speaker, are exempt. But however, when the suppliers of this particular supplies to them, they are not exempt. And therefore, the suppliers to these particular institutions are not able to claim their input VAT. So, Honorable Speaker, by now providing this expressive proposal, Honorable Speaker, is going to increase the working capital available to these particular institutions. And we're talking about entities that apply, for example, fuel to Kenya Defence Forces. So that supply of fuel is exempt because Kenya Defense Forces, for example, or National Intelligence or National Police Service product, those particular institutions are exempt from VAT. But now the supplier, according to the current law, is not allowed to claim input VAT. So therefore, we are exempting this particular case, Mr. Speaker, to make it easier for those that supply vatable product to this particular institution.
Members, I propose the question that the new clause 26A be now read a second time. I put the question that the new clause 26A be now read a second time. Will as many of the opinion say aye? Those of the opinion say nay? Ayes have it. Members, I now propose the question that the new clause 26A be part of the bill. I put the question that the new clause 26A be part of the bill. Does one of the opinion say aye? Does one of the opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Provisions relating to the Excise Duty Act, CAP 472, Clause 33.
Clause 33 has no amendment. I therefore propose the question that Clause 33 be part of the bill. I put the question that Clause 33 be part of the bill. Does one of the opinion say aye? Does one of the opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 34.
Members, I propose the question that Clause 34 be part of the bill. Chairperson.
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that Clause 34 be amended by being deleted. Honorable Chairperson, this is one of the issues that we debated extensively yesterday and before yesterday. And this matter relates to taxation on funds on activation. Honorable Chairperson, we agree that there has been a lot of tax evasion for many traders in mobile phones. Honorable Chairperson, you might find a phone like maybe an iPhone 17 trading at 200,000 shillings on a shop, whereas you know that price is not reasonable, Honorable Speaker. It means that around 55% of the taxes on the phones, those people are not paying taxes, Honorable Speaker. So therefore, if taxing these phones on activation would have led to higher collection, Honorable Speaker, and making it a level playing field for everyone. Okay. However, Honorable Speaker, upon further interrogation of this particular clause, the committee concluded and agreed with the members of the public, the Kenya Revenue Authority needs to work on systems first if they are to change the taxation point, Honorable Speaker, because as worded in this law, Honorable Speaker, it would have added unnecessary tax administration to consumers. If, Honorable Chair, you buy a phone and you send it to your brother in the village, and maybe that phone you did not know tax was paid on it, and then that your brother is required to pay tax on it, I think that will create unnecessary tax burden, Honorable Speaker, to taxpayers, Honorable Speaker.
Members, I propose the question that Clause 34 be amended proposed by the Chair. The first bite will be Honorable Mwenje's bite.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and I want to thank the committee because, Honorable Speaker, this was one of the clauses that I had a very serious problem with, especially with regards to the word activation, because my concern was that this would peg a phone to an individual. And that would mean that in any time that you want to track that phone or shut it down or anything, this would have been a clause that would have been dangerously put there to be abused. And I want to thank the committee for considering that.
Member for Kigumo.
Thank you, Chair. I'm also glad that we were listened to because we are raising this issue. And I think the problem we have with the KRA is that every problem looks like something that should be dealt with a new tax. So the inefficiencies of being unable to collect tax from people who deal with phones should not be passed on to consumers. And I think that is in the right place, and they must ensure that their systems are effective. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to laud the committee for that deletion. And this is why, honorable members, the proposals in this yellow paper are proposals from National Treasury. It is us, the people who have been elected in this country, to look at what is painful with the people of Kenya and delete it and be able to rectify those things that are harmful to our society and will make the cost of phone expensive. Mr. Speaker, this is the way to go. As legislators, we will listen to the people of Kenya and we're able to get solutions.
No, members, I therefore put the question that Clause 34 be amended as proposed by the Chair of Finance Committee. Will those of that opinion say aye? And those of that opinion say nay? Ayes have it. Members, I now put the question All members, clause 34 is deleted, and therefore there's no point to make it part of the bill. Next clause.
Clause 35.
Members, I propose to go on the clause 35 part of the bill. Chairperson. Veron Maclap. Take your seat.
Honorable Chair, on his feet. I beg to move that clause 35 be amended as per the order paper. Again, this relates to the issue of excise duty.
Order. Veron Maclap. Yes. Get off the between the chair and the... Go ahead.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.